What's up guys, DRock1992 here. For this next video and for my next movie review, I'm going to talk about an older movie that I actually just recently watched a few days ago. That movie is National Lampoon's Animal House, or popularly known as Animal House. This movie is a classic. It is beloved by pretty much everybody. A lot of people today really like this comedy a lot. It was definitely an influential film coming out, and without further ado, I'm gonna tell you guys about it. So, the basic gist of the plot of Animal House is that you have two fraternities at this college, Omega and Delta. The Delta fraternity is this fraternity that is wild, rambunctious. They have poor grades, things like that. And one of the big characters that's in the Delta fraternity is John Belushi, actually. He is in this movie. Of course, John Belushi, for all you SNL fans out there. I'm a big one too, but he was a big Saturday Night Live guy, you know, one of the top SNL cast members ever. And this one was really his first movie, per se. A couple other guys that you might know about. There's this actor named Peter Riegert, who was in the movie. He was one of the Delta fraternity members. As for Omega, for all you oldies out there, the 80s had a Twisted Sister had a couple of 80s music videos that were immensely popular. The songs for I Wanna Rock and the Take It song, that We Don't Want to Take It, or whatever the song is. But I forget it right now, but the guy who played the principal in the two videos, he played the principal, the strict principal. He's in this movie. He's an Omega member. Well, the Omega members are more snobbish, you know, upper class, pretty rich kids, definitely. Donald Sutherland is in this movie. If any of you know about Kiefer Sutherland and his show 24, Kiefer Sutherland is actually Donald Sutherland's son. People today may know Donald Sutherland as President Snow in the Hunger Games series of movies. And I think he's really good in the movie. Donald Sutherland in this movie doesn't have a very big role, but he is in the movie. Kevin Bacon is in this movie, and interesting fact, this is actually Kevin Bacon's first movie, Animal House. His first ever movie. And of course, he would go on to great fame. A couple other people that I'm just going to put out there. Tom Hulce. John Vernon plays the bad guy, kind of. Karen Allen is in this movie. And many others as well. But the big one is definitely Belushi. So, basically, the Omegas and the Deltas do not like each other. The Deltas are the bad boys. The Omegas are the rich, snobbish kids. Or the rich, snobbish fraternity. So, the Delta have to try to keep their eligibility for college. They have to try to keep their charter going for their Delta fraternity. So they have to try to stop the Dean Wormer, from kicking them off campus and things like that. So that essentially is the plot of the film. They have to try to stop Dean Wormer from kicking them off campus, and then they won't be able to party anymore. If he had kicked them off campus, they wouldn't be able to party anymore, have toga parties and all that sort of thing. But Like I said, this movie is definitely a classic in the comedy realm. I mean, it did a lot. There's no doubt about that for comedy. It has a 91% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which I find pretty interesting. My views about the movie. I did not love this movie. I don't get... This is just me. I don't really understand what the big deal was. I really did not love this movie. I liked it. Don't get me wrong, I didn't hate the movie. I thought it was funny in spots, but that's pretty much all it was. It was funny in spots, and that was about it. I was very disappointed with the film because I expected a lot of good things from it. I'd waited a long time to watch the movie, you know, because I was expecting it to be that good of a film because my father had watched the movie and he said it was really good. It's one of his favorites. But I gotta be honest with you, I watched this film and I just did not love it. It just didn't really do much for me. The strong character in the movie is Belushi, but even then, he's pretty underutilized. You know, you don't see a ton of John Belushi in this film, which is a little disappointing, honestly. You know, the guy who played the Dean was okay. You know, not really any other big standouts in this film, except for Belushi, really. So it was underwhelming for me. That being said, it's not... The review I'm going to give it is not going to be fresh. So, and I'm wrestling between a 2 and a 2.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was funny in spots. So, yeah, I'd give it a, okay. Final answer here. I am actually going to give this a 2 out of 5 stars. It was pretty underwhelming. Again, pretty underwhelming. I expected better from it, a lot better from it, and I just didn't get it. And I know this movie is a classic comedy film. Like I've said, you know, classic. A lot of people love it. I just didn't find myself loving the film. But that's just my opinion. All films are subjective. So, if you love the film, great. If you found great enjoyment with it, great. I just didn't. And that is it for the review for National Lampoon's Animal House. D-Rock 1992 out.